In the fashion scene of Beverly Hills, Elle was seen as the definition of a beautiful but clueless girl. With her blonde hair and blue eyes, and her graceful figure, her days seemed to revolve around shopping, manicures and parties. Her stylish outfits and bright smile made her the center of attention everywhere she went. But they also made the label of clueless beauty stick to her. One day while she picked items during a luxe sweet love, her boyfriend Warner was handsome. And he had just received an acceptance letter from Harvard Law. She was expecting a romantic proposal. She dressed up carefully, wearing her favorite pink dress, and arrived with dreams for the future. But she received a harsh blow. Warner's tone was cold and arrogant. He said he needed to become a senator before turning 30. And he needed a partner who could support his career. Not a girl who only knew how to dress up. Elle could not believe it.
What?
She kept asking for confirmation. Was he breaking up because she was blonde? Or because her figure was too good? But Warner grew impatient and told her to lower her voice. Afraid the argument would embarrass him, he ignored how much this relationship meant to her. The heartbreak hit her so hard she stayed shut in her dorm for a whole week, yelling at romantic scenes on TV. Her friends eventually dragged her outside, hoping she would regain her energy. While she flipped through a magazine to kill time, one headline struck her. Warner's brother, Putnam Bose Huntington III, a third-year Yale law student, was engaged to Lane Walker, a newly admitted student of Yale Law. At that moment, Elle finally understood. Warner never wanted simple love. He wanted an elite partner who could match him in academics and career. Elle made a shocking decision. She would apply to Harvard Law School. Her parents strongly disapproved. Her mother asked why she would give up everything when she did so well in the Miss Hawaiian Tropic pageant. Her father said law was a serious career, fit for quiet and steady people, and she only needed to look pretty every day. Even her advisor doubted her, saying she could never score a 175 on the LSAT. But Elle's eyes shined with determination. She wanted to prove that beauty and intelligence never conflicted. With her mind made up, Elle left behind her carefree life, and threw herself completely into LSAT preparation. In the library, at the table, by the pool, on the street, she was always holding a book. Time once spent on fashion research was now replaced by legal texts. Energy once spent choosing outfits was now poured into endless practice tests. Her friends first thought she was acting on impulse. They assumed Harvard was just a fun trip. But when they saw her seriously studying, they understood her determination and gave her their support. Even a small good luck accessory carried their sincere friendship. With her talent and discipline, Elle was only the beginning of her comeback. On her first day stepping onto the Harvard campus, Elle became the center of attention. But not in a good way. She wore a bright pink dress, held her beloved chihuahua, and carried a large cart of luggage, completely different from the campus's low-key atmosphere. Students whispered, their eyes filled with judgment and mockery. But Elle did not back down. She stayed true to her style. She refused to change herself just to fit in. And she believed that fashion and intelligence could coexist. The real challenge began in the classroom. During the first class, other students typed notes on their laptops and answered questions fluently, while Elle only brought a cute notebook and a fluffy pen. She did not know the answers to the professor's questions.
Would you support my decision to ask her to leave?
Absolutely.
Vivian, another law student, supported the idea of kicking Elle out. This planted the seed of conflict between them. Elle's heart broke again when she met Warner. He reacted with disbelief, then assumed Elle had come to Harvard to chase him. When she denied it, at that moment, Vivian wrapped her arm around Warner, her 24-carat ring sparkling. Elle realized they were engaged. Vivian was the kind of partner Warner wanted. But the constant blows did not defeat Elle, they only made her stronger. She studied harder, raised her hand more often, and her academic skills improved, even winning the respect of the once skeptical female professor. Meanwhile, Elle showed her hidden intelligence. She helped her nail salon friend reclaim a dog from her ex-husband, using basic legal knowledge to intimidate him. She helped another classmate get a girl to agree to a date. With just a few clever lines, Elle gradually learned that law could help people. And she began to love it far beyond her original goal of getting Warner back. As the semester progressed, Elle's performance earned her a spot as an intern, along with Warner and Vivian, on a high-profile murder case. The defendant was Brooke, the much younger wife of a wealthy man, accused of killing her husband to run off with a lover and steal his inheritance. All evidence seemed to point at her. The man's daughter insisted Brooke was at the scene, and the pool boy claimed he had an affair with Brooke, promising to testify. But during Elle's conversations with Brooke, she sensed Brooke was not the greedy woman rumors described. Brooke finally confessed. She had been having a liposuction procedure at the time of the murder. As a fitness instructor, this secret would ruin her reputation, so she kept silent even if it meant prison.
I'd rather go to jail than lose my reputation.
Elle promised to keep the secret, and believed Brooke was innocent. To seek the truth, Elle and Emmett visited the ex-wife of the wealthy man, and heard a crucial clue from the daughter. Later during a break in court, the pool boy argued with Elle, and she noticed how he knew every detail about her shoes. Elle immediately concluded he was gay, not someone who would have had an affair with Brooke. With Emmett's help. But just when things were getting better, Professor Callahan made an inappropriate move toward Elle, trying to take advantage of her. Elle angrily rejected him, but Vivian misunderstood the scene, thinking Elle had tried to seduce the professor. Their newly improving relationship fell apart. Hurt and disheartened, Elle wanted to quit. She packed her bags, ready to leave Harvard, but the female professor stopped her, saying great lawyers were not made to prove themselves to men, but to follow their inner conviction. Her words awakened Elle, and Elle regained her strength. During the next trial, Brooke fired Professor Callahan, and chose Elle as her lawyer. Elle entered the courtroom wearing her iconic pink suit, her heels clicking confidently. Everyone was shocked. At first the trial was rough. The daughter's testimony seemed flawless. Elle's questions were shaky. Callahan smirked from the audience, but Elle quickly calmed down, and noticed the flaw. The daughter claimed she washed her hair during the time of the murder, but she had gotten a perm the day before, and anyone who had a perm knew. You could not wash your hair within 24 hours, or the curls would fall apart. Under Elle's questioning, the daughter panicked, and accidentally confessed. She meant to kill Brooke, but ended up killing her father.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
The truth came out. Brooke was found innocent. Elle won her first major case. After the trial, Warner approached her wanting to get back together, but Elle rejected him, saying she planned to become a law firm partner before turning 30, and she needed a smart partner, not someone like him. 2 years later, Elle graduated with honors, and became the commencement speaker. She wore her pink graduation gown, and said, with passion, courage, and a strong sense of self, we stepped into the world, and we must remember, first impressions were not always right. You should always believe in others.
You must always have faith in yourself.
Emmett looked at her with admiration. Vivian smiled at her. The former rivals were now close friends. Elle proved that beauty was never a barrier to intelligence. Her journey shattered stereotypes, and she lived her brightest life.